Students, this is the second part of the reported speech in which we are going to do the statements with commands, requests, statements and questions. So let us see here. First of all, we are going to do the sentences with interrogative sentences where we will change the direct speech into indirect speech. Interrogative sentences where sentence starts with who, what, where. A question is changed into a statement. In a direct speech, yes or no question, reporting verb is changed into ask or inquire, and instead of inverted commas, here we will use if or whether. As earlier, in the first part of the narrations, what we have learned that instead of inverted commas, we use that. But when the question is there in the statement, we use if or whether. Let us see here the example. She said, comma inverted comma starts, are you writing a poem? She asked me whether I was writing a poem. So dear students, you must have noticed that instead of said, we have used here asked, and instead of that, here we have used whether. So the reported speech is, she asked me whether I was writing a poem. I said to him, do you know when she will go home? I asked him if he knew when she would go home. Here are few more sentences. Let us see. Do you love me? He asked me if I loved him. Have you ever been to Mexico? She asked me if I had ever been to Mexico. Are you living here? She asked me if I was living there. Now, in case of questions, word like who, how, where, etc., some word is used to introduce the reported speech. Like, where do you live? She asked me. Now here the sentence starts with WH. Now in such cases, we never use if or whether. Keep the thing in your mind, dear students. When the reported speech starts with WH, what, where, when, how, these all words are known as question words. When the reported speech starts with the question words, we never use if or whether. As in the sentence, where do you live? She asked me. She asked me where I lived. Another sentence, he asked, how do you write poems? He asked me how I wrote poems. Here are few more examples. Where is the post office, please? She asked me where the post office was. What are you doing? She asked me what I was doing. Who was that fantastic man? She asked me who that fantastic man had been. Now here are some imperative sentences. These sentences are with the expression of mood. Here we have please, advise, or the order. In imperative sentences, reporting verb is changed into ask, advise, request. Tense remains in the same and the verb is put in the infinitive to. I said, take your seat. I asked him to take his seat. Now see here, instead of inverted commas, we use here to. Here are few examples. The teacher said you cannot leave the room. The teacher ordered us not to leave the room. Mom told me, do not spend too much money on clothes. Mom warned me not to spend too much money on clothes. I said to her, speak more slowly. I told her to speak more slowly. The doctor said you must not eat any sweets. The doctor forbade me to eat any sweet. Don't said I won't tell anyone. Don't promised not to tell anyone. Now some of the exclamatory sentences. In exclamatory sentences, reporting verb is changed into exclaimed with joy, sorrow, anger, surprise, etc. That is used. He said, how beautiful a place. He exclaimed with joy that it was a very beautiful place. So let's check what you learned. Here is the assignment that is given to you. So try to do it, and thank you.